And we're live. Hello, everybody. Just checking mic. Mic looks good. Okay, so hopefully you can all hear me. And we are now live. And it is the dozenth episode, the 12th episode. A dozen so baking. That's what I was thinking because 12th episode, who does a lot of dozens? Bakers. So today it's going to be chocolate chip cookies. You know what goes great with chocolate chip cookies? That's right, spaghetti. So today's dinner is going to be spaghetti. We're definitely going to make the chocolate chip cookies, but they're not going to take as long as the spaghetti. So I'm going to start and get that spaghetti sauce going. Once the spaghetti sauce is going, then it's time to get those cookies, getting them ready and into the oven. So let's start with the spaghetti for today. Let's see, sausage. So what we're going to use. This is my favorite part of spaghetti, is use this sausage. It's going to take a bit to get all the other vegetables ready, but usually I get a brand name for spaghetti, but today all I had was the Stater Brothers, all they had available. So we're going Stater Brothers hot Italian sausage. Usually we go hot. That's the flavor we like. So we're going to be cooking spaghetti sauce. It's not that hard. Just takes time. You know, mostly we're getting these sausages ready, and that doesn't take much work. So while I'm getting the spaghetti out, let's go ahead and turn on the second cam so you can see more close to what's going on. But you're not really going to see the spaghetti very much, I shall say. But here is spaghetti. You can just see it's the standard grocery store brand today. Grocery stores. Personally, we like a different kind, but this one will do. So what I usually do for my spaghetti, here's our pot. We're going to cook the spaghetti sauce in. So we're going to add a little bit of oil. The olive oil variety. We're going to add a little bit of water. Oil and water don't mix, yeah, but they do fine when cooking. Just a little bit of water. What's the water for? Well, that's really to boil them a little bit. To keep kind of heating there instead of just straight up cooking based on the spaghetti. It's going to boil the spaghetti a bit. And while this is cooking, we are going to work on the vegetables they're going to put inside. Now, if you look at my recipe online, the one I usually use, not the one I put online this time. By the way, happyhealthywife.net is up and running completely. All the recipes, it's up to date. So every time something new comes out, it's going to be on happyhealthywife.net as well as YouTube. So you have two options. You know, the happyhealthywife.net, I think, has lots of great information. It looks good. And it has a great place to look at the recipe without needing to watch the video. But if you want to watch the how-to video, that's on YouTube. Or you can just see it right through happyhealthywife.net as well. It's right there. So let's go and get these sausages going. Let them heat up. Let them boil. There we go. And while those are going and heating up, I'll periodically bring it back to let you see them. I might move the camera over there, kind of, sort of. I can't really get it all the way over there yet, but we're working on it. Solutions will be happening soon, probably in the coming year. I'll have new options for live streams and a very good treat. Hopefully, I'll be able to bring in some guests into my studio or kitchen, you know, into my studio and our kitchen. They can cook to their heart's desire, and I'll cook something for them. It'll be a fun powwow. You'll enjoy the banter and what's going on with us. If you enjoyed this live stream, then you will definitely enjoy when I bring in some special guests and their cooking skills as well. That's going to be a lot of fun. And that's going to be coming up in probably the new year. But as we're going, let's get the vegetables going. So, what I have learned is my daughter does not like bell pepper. The flavor of the bell pepper adds to the tomato sauce. So we're going to go with some mushrooms. So these ones I bought last week. This ones I bought a couple days ago. I think these ones will still be okay, but I'm going to supplement with a little of these as well. Get some extra mushroom there. And let's use mushrooms. Oh, spinach. But the spinach won't be out until, well, I can bring it out now. Let's see, how much is it? 8 ounces of spinach. And that's just going to go straight into the sauce after it's cooked for the most part. You know what? A great way to do this. After we cook the noodles, we're going to use that noodle water to cook the spinach for about 30 seconds. beautiful way to get it cooked. Then you just add it to the sauce, and it won't be, excuse me, you won't need to cook it in the sauce. Well, so we're going to get these started. We also have some zucchini for zucchini noodles. Because one of the ways I like to have spaghetti is with some zucchini noodles. Let me see. What do I need? I need to take out one of these. So if you're waiting for cookies, if that's what you're coming to live for, well, the cookies are going to happen. Absolutely. We're going to have a dozen cookies and more. And actually, these are the cookies that I am going to take with me for our potluck. And my job, we're having a little potluck shindig type thing on Monday. We still have 2 weeks left of work. They're working all the way up until the 22nd, my last day of working. And we'll have time off. Oh, yes, you want to see me wash these probably, don't you? Well, you don't have to, but you're going to. So let me move my camera over. See, I got the tray here. One of the trays ready for the cookies. We would use parchment paper, but I have a special thing that I've used parchment paper. There we go. Beautiful. You can see the sink now. Some oranges. So now what happened is some oranges fell off the tree, and these ones are really sour. It's been windy here, and the wind just knocked the oranges off the tree. Hello, Sam Cooker. Disposable gloves. You know, when I'm cooking for home and myself, I'm usually not into disposable gloves. I think if I was cooking in a restaurant, certainly. But they are a little expensive. Not everybody's using disposable gloves. So most of the time, I won't be using them. Let's see, let's get these mushrooms ready. So I'm going to swing it into full on that one. There we go. So yeah, I'm taking out the stems from the mushrooms. Sorry, not going to be able to see all of this. But I like to wash the mushrooms in the bucket itself. Let's put the mushrooms in here so you can see them. Here we go. Good mushrooms for our spaghetti. Spaghetti sauce, tomato, and mushrooms. Great combination. Let's see. So what is going on? So you may have noticed I've been putting out a little more videos on timeliness. A little more videos out recently. You may have seen them, you may not have. Because Amazon has done this new thing where it's giving commission directly from your link. Well, it's not, Amazon's always done a small commission. So I appreciate those of you who have bought stuff from Amazon from me, stuff that I use. If you watch me use it, hopefully you'll see the value in some of the things we purchased, like the vegetable chopper. No vegetable chopper today, but I did get a video out on the vegetable chopper. You may have seen it. An updated version of the Pico de Gallo. Just today, I also dropped a new video, an updated version of cooking French fries in the closer air fryer. I updated because, well, it's a good video. And one of the things about the new one, though, why the update, important to have this update, because, the other one's kind of long, is used, a lot of people have seen it. But this one is a little more, it's just like I updated my Fullstar vegetable chopper video, actually. I updated that one, and it went well. So I updated the closery one. Learn a little more on how to cook them. Lots of people watching it and before. Great way to cook your fries. Fullstar vegetable chopper. So we're gonna wash them. I wash them each individually. You're gonna put them on the board for slicing. Make sure you got all the stems. You might think 8 ounces of mushroom is enough. Well, you haven't met my daughter. This is how much mushrooms we put on her pizza. 8 ounces of mushrooms. Go right on the pizza. She just really loves the mushrooms. Let's see, do I want some more than that for mushrooms? I think so. The one thing about mushrooms, and onions go for this too, is that mushrooms and onions, they cook down a lot. So if you just have a few mushrooms, they're going to shrink on you. And when you're done, you won't have as many as you think. So I'm going to put some more. I think 2 more. There we go. That's a lot of mushrooms. That should be good. And the rest of the mushrooms are for later. Later in the week. For another great recipe that we love. Well, that Happy Healthy Daughter really loves. And that is pizza quesadilla. It's basically steak and mushrooms. Then you add in mozzarella cheese into your flour tortilla. You add pizza sauce for dipping. And that is your, I guess you can call it a steak mushroom pizza, but using a tortilla. A little different. That's perfect. That'll be enough mushrooms. Get them all washed. Nice and washed. So maybe I'll see if I can give you a look at the, that light is bright. The pot over there. Ooh. Not easy to do. Okay, this way. Right. There it is. There's the pot. Cooking the sausage. I'll bring it over here periodically. Oh, look at that. Yeah, the sun is coming right through. That's really doing a number. It's winter. We're almost to the longest days, so it's really going to put... let me switch back to double. There we go. That's the one. So it's really going to put a bright spot right here on the mushrooms. Shadows coming in. This does not have a window shade. That's why it's going to be so bright. I can hear it boiling. The water is boiling away still. Let me see how much water is in there. Still got a bit of water. Good. You can see it for a bit. So if you were sitting here cooking the sausage and some of them are done than some of the others. So we're going to flip them a little bit. You can see the water and oil combo still there at the bottom. So they're bottom, still boiling them. The reason we do this is to boil them a little bit. Cook them through boiling. Go ahead and flip the sausages. So it helps to cook them. It's not going to matter so much if they're cooked that much. I mean, you could do it without the water, because the way we're going to cook them, we were actually going to cut them up and put them back in. It's a great way we do things here. Let's see. Let's get out the cutting knife. I always like the way this knife sounds. Okay. I'm going to cut up the mushrooms. Going to get those ready. Yeah, so this is usually how we do our spaghetti. The sausage starts first, then we're going to cut it up. I do need some garlic, though. Okay, so I'm going to block out some of the sun for you. That'll help you see what's going on here. A little bit. Put all the mushrooms in there. All right, so I was just talking about Amazon. So yeah, you'll notice some new videos dropping. Those are Amazon specials, I might call them. Because what happens now, Amazon started something new, Amazon Connections. So I'm already an Amazon affiliate. So you need to click on a link to one of the wonderful products that I buy, like this knife. If you like this knife cuts, I love this knife. I have a link to it in the description. So you can purchase your own knife, just like this. And I get a small percentage from Amazon. Not sure exactly how much. It's less than 5%, certainly. But Amazon started something new called Amazon Connections. What is Amazon Connections? Well, it allows a company, such as the one that creates the Cookbook air fryer, which is the one we put up today, to give commission for every sale they get coming from the link you clicked on. Coming from the link that my watchers would click on. So I think Cookbook is doing a 10% commission. So instead of like the less than 5%, so you actually get double. I get one from Amazon for being an Amazon affiliate, and then I'll get the other commission from the company itself. This has worked very well for me for the Fullstar vegetable chopper, because if you don't know, that is really the one video in my set of videos that really pulls the weight for most of what I do. I love the Fullstar vegetable chopper. We're not using it today because look, I'm slicing. Could I use a dash safe slice to slice these up? Yeah, sometimes I do that with mushrooms, but today I wasn't feeling it. Sometimes it's easier just to wash a knife and a board rather than use a dash safe slice. I don't need these to be exact, precise cuts. If I was making French fries, then I would certainly use a dash safe slice to make all my fries julienne to the same size. But that's not this. As we hear, the sausage is starting to fry a little bit. So the water is now boiled off on the sausage. And because the water has boiled off, the sausage is starting to fry, which is exactly what you want. You want to fry that sausage. Fry the sausage. Why do we want to fry a sausage? Because that's where most of the flavor in the sauce is going to come from. The brown bits from the fried casings of the sausage. Excuse me. All right, here we go. Another. And there it is. Now, honestly, I do have a way to stop the light from pouring in. I do have it. It's not going to last very long, though. The sun's going to set in about 15, 20 minutes, maybe 25, 30 minutes. So I'm not going to worry about it today. I'm going to set that over here by the sausage. I'm going to check to see if it's ready to spin. Ready to flip. Nope. Let it go a little longer. All right. Yep. So all the so now it's just frying in the oil I put there. So all the water boiled off, but the oil will not boil off. Little bit of sun, got a little bit brown, but not much. Let's let it continue cooking. There you go. You hear that sizzle? And I could block off the sun. I have means to, I've done it before. Block out the sun with some darkening black stuff, which works. We're not going to worry about it today. Today, we can deal. We can deal with it. And now we're ready to cut the sausage. This knife is not good for cutting sausage. It's just because the casings are so hard. And not hard, they're so, it's like a skin when you're trying to cut through skin. It's easier to use a knife like, I'm gonna use a smaller one. Knife like this. I got these a long time selling Cutco. So you got the straight edges, that's what's gonna be using. So I'm done with this knife, let me think. Zucchini noodles, yes, I'm done with this knife. We're gonna do zucchini noodles too. I think I'm done with that knife though. We'll see. It might come back. Let me dry my hands up a bit. Bring these over. Ooh. Let's turn it on. Turn the heat down a little on sausage. I can hear it going. It's frying in that oil. See, he's getting a little brown there. A little bit, not much. Gonna need it more brown. More brown. More brown. Not just that side, but all the sides. All right, Sam, I will reply to you a second time. Usually when I'm cooking at home in the kitchen, my personal kitchen, for my personal family, I don't use gloves. We're a family, we eat together. You know, whatever is on my hands in the food. Wearing gloves is not going to change much. No, I usually don't wear gloves. Just me and my family don't need gloves. And I appreciate you thinking about safety. But, you know, I know some people out there do use gloves. I have seen some chefs online use gloves. Some chefs online do not use gloves. I'm one of those that does not use gloves. And I do like gloves in certain circumstances. But I'm not very fond of disposable gloves and how they might affect the environment. All those plastic gloves getting thrown out when you don't really need plastic gloves. Keep your family safe. Just like plastic bottles. Got a lot of plastic gloves. They're just gonna clog up all the places we go. We're not doing plastic gloves today. So what's next? What's next? Some zucchini noodles. Well, we're gonna slice up some zucchini. I can smell that. Wonderful zucchini. Actually, I love having zucchini noodles. Well, actually, I do like it better than spaghetti. Believe it or not. Better than spaghetti. It's zucchini noodles. Zucchini noodles. Yep. Got 1, 2, 3 zucchinis here. It's gonna make a lot of noodles. Oh, I guess I could have used the big knife. Probably should. So while the sausage is going, preparing the other stuff. Nope. And with zucchini noodles, you do need to cut off both ends, because the spiralizer requires a nice flat surface. Both ends gone. Now it's time for the spiralizer. I'll do some now. We'll adjust the spaghetti. We'll do some later. Let me see. Raw noodles are going to need a big bowl. But afterwards, use a smaller bowl. Oh, let me get the zucchini. Let me see. Spiralizer. Here you are. Wonderful spiralizer. All right. Twist it straight down in. I actually take it out because I cut up the zucchini noodles this way. It makes them not as long. Usually like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 twists. You can do your zucchini noodles however long you like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I usually do 5. That one's a 6-ish. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see. Yes, then you put on one of these. Oh, shoot. Too soft. That helps you get all the zucchini. Unfortunately. Once you get one zucchini done, it sounds like I really need to take on that sausage. We'll do that very soon. Unfortunately, this time, it was too soft and I can't do the rest. We'll go, nope. Done. Done. Sausage. Oh, forgot. Yep, they're still cooking. Very nice cooking. Don't have a camera over here, unfortunately, but I'll bring it over one more time. There we go. Moving the sausages around periodically so that so they're getting brown on all sides. Woo. Not brown enough yet. If you're going to see some of the blackness in the pot, exactly what you want. Whew, little cough. Gotta keep them going. Let me see. I'm going to adjust this up a little. You get a better chance to look at it over here. Yeah, there we go. That's better. You can see the sun is now not so much in the way. All right. Let this draw very well. Let's go. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, again, 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah. If you do like the look of this spiralizer, there is actually a link to the spiralizer in my description below. This one is not sponsored for that. No sponsors on today's stream, no sponsors. But the links do help me out. Okay. All right, so now it should be the place where I can use this gadget. Just poke it in the edges, and you spin it around. Okay, it looks like it's gonna catch it. All right, there we go. Yes. And then you can pull them off or pull it out. Either way, it does the same job. I'm just gonna go all the way in. Get those really long zucchini noodles. First, we never liked long noodles, despite what Italians like. So today, I mean, I understand why Italians do not like to break their spaghetti. It makes perfect sense, you know. You twirl it around your fork, and you twirl and twirl. I don't like to twirl that much. So yes, I am breaking my spaghetti. Absolutely going to break my spaghetti. To the dismay of all those Italians out there watching, I know. Let's see what we got here. Let's go this side. Ooh, nice. Pretty good. All right, this side needs a little more cooking. Flip it over. Yeah, that's good. That side. Pretty good. All right, so let me show you what we're looking for. Woo, must be spicy because I can smell that. This is the doneness we're looking for. Nice and brown. Almost done. The other side needs a little more and get that done. Before I get to our last zucchini, we are going to grab some garlic. We need some garlic. Oh, you don't really need. You can use garlic powder if you'd rather. But since I have some fresh garlic, see if these are, those are good. Don't worry, I got a lot of garlic in here. I have some fresh new garlic. Here we go. Couple cloves. Don't need too many. A couple cloves of garlic. There we go. We're going to toast that up. Need the garlic. There's something else needed. I'll figure it out later. I need to get the garlic ready. Now, the best way I know to get garlic ready, the best way I like to get garlic ready, here you go. I just go smash them down. That'll allow me to take the peel off easily. Easy to peel the garlic. I can hear this thing going. Okay. It's almost ready. I'm pretty sure once I get the garlic peeled. There's a reason why I'm peeling the garlic now. Oh, I remember I need to get out. Smash that when the peel's not coming off easily. Smash a little more. There we go. Garlic coming off. Now, I'm not going to bother doing anything to them. We're going to grate them because I prefer my garlic really small. And the easiest way to make it small is use a fine cheese grater. Microplanes can hurt my hands, so I do not use a microplane whatsoever. All right, I do remember what I wanted to get out. Let's get it out. I think the sauce is about ready. Let it sit there. Another thing from the freezer. One thing I need to use today is my fat jar. Full of fat. Anytime there's too much fat in a dish, whether it's ground beef, whatever you're cooking, out comes the fat jar. That fat jar is going to catch all the extra fat that you should not put down the drain. Shouldn't even put oil down the drain for right here. No fat down the drain. No. No fat down the drain. Don't do it. It'll clog up the drain. You don't want to have a slow drain in your house. So never do it. Never do it. Yeah. So we're getting very close. We're getting to a place where we just let it go. Which just means to simmer. And all the timing is based on the simmer for me. And once we get to that place, it's time for some cookie dough. to make some chocolate chip cookies in honor of the dozen episodes of live stream we have. That's right. 12th episode. Number 12. Episode number 12. Okay. This one is also pretty soft. I don't think it's going to work, but I can try. I feel it's pretty soft in there. Okay, it's working better than I thought. It actually is working. Nope, it's done. See, it's just too soft inside there. And once that happens, it's not worth your fingers to try and do the rest of it. Okay. You keeping your nose right. All right, so that should be good enough for said sausage. So let's take out the sausage. And I mean take out the sausage. We're gonna turn off the heat and bring out the sausage. Looking down, yep, done on all sides. Beautiful, wonderful. And now you see we have a lot of oil floating around, and we also have a lot of smoke in that. We can turn off the fan. Turn off the fan. We're going to take out the sausage. So let me get from over there a hot pad. Wonderful hot pad. Boom. There it goes. Move the zucchini over. That's for later. Why do we want the hot pad? Pretty simple. Put the sausage on. There, the hot pad with all sausage on. Actually, I think I'm gonna move it. I can't. Let's get this over here close. There we go. Beautiful. Just arrange it so you can see what's going on. All right, so we're going to take out the sausage. Beautifully cooked sausage. And we're going to take out all but about a tablespoon of that oil. It's a lot of oil in there. So all but about a tablespoon. Here's my oil can. So all but about a tablespoon. There we go. Left close to a tablespoon in the bottom there. Swirling around. That's good. A little less than that. There we go. That's what I'll use to cook the garlic. That much oil. So you got your oil in the jar. Melt some of the frozen oil. Close it up. In the freezer it goes. Later that gets thrown in the trash because you do not want oil going down the drain. Much as you can help it. All right, so next step is to cut up the sausages. Now if they were cold enough, they're not, but if they were, I could use my hands. Since they're not cold enough, let's grab a fork. Sometimes I use the tongs to do it, but today we're going fork. Now I like to cut the sausage up because it gives nice chunks. You can see it's mostly done. That's why we did the water, the boiling, and then the frying. It's a good trick to learn for sausage. If you want to do the breakfast sausage, we have some breakfast sausage just the same. Some turkey breakfast sausage. Gotta cook it in water first. Otherwise, it's too dry. So I'm not sure how good this sausage is compared to the other one that I use. The one that I usually like. See, the Villaroma is good. And Johnson. Yeah, Johnson hot Italian sausage. It's Johnsonville. Johnsonville hot Italian sausage. Those are the good brands. But when I was at Stater's, they didn't have it. If you're not familiar with Stater's, Stater Brothers is a chain in California. Mostly Southern California. They have really good meats for a grocery store. It's really good in the meat department. We love their tri-tips, love their steaks. You know, we got one of our, what are those ones called? Tomahawks from Stater Brothers. Really good meats. So that's often why I go to Stater Brothers, meaning the meats. But the grocery stores, American ones in Southern California, the vegetable prices are pretty high. So I usually go to a store that has better discounts on vegetables. It doesn't have discounts on everything, vegetables and meats, but you know, if you're going discount meat, you're probably getting a lesser quality for a bit. So I usually go for sales at Stater Brothers. How do we save money? I go for the sales. Like recently had New York steak. This will give you a comparison if you're not from California. And I would say that pretty much every grocery store tends to run the exact same specials. It's really funny. So I have one grocery store with a whole bunch of extra T-bone steaks. The other grocery stores will have it too for a very similar price. Like a New York bone-in steak, Stater Brothers had it on sale for, how much was it? Let me think. $6.99 a pound. So that's the lowest price we're getting right now for steaks like that. Tri-tip, a good tri-tip, one of the best steaks in the world. When you cook it right, a good tri-tip, that's going to cost you, in our area, $4.99, $3.99, mostly it's $4.99 a pound right now. But it is good. So, you know, $5 a pound. So that's kind of the prices we have in California right now. If I go for vegetables, usually I'm trying to get about $1 a pound for any vegetable. And usually those grocery stores like Stater Brothers, we have Ralph's out here. So the Kroger brand is at Ralph's. It's called Ralph's in our area, but it's Kroger. There's also Vons / Albertsons. That's another that we have. Those are the three main ones that we have. I'm trying to think of those. And we have some of the cheaper ones like the Food for Less. But generally those places have fairly high rates on their let me do the garlic thing so you can see how it works. Fairly high rates on their, let me go for this. Vegetables. Often it's over $2 a pound. But there's a place over around hereabouts, called Superior Grocers, where you bag your groceries yourself. And that place, you can get $1 a pound for your vegetables. Potatoes can get really cheap. You get like, it's like 5-pound bag for $2.99. It's like 50 cents. Onions can get 33 cents a pound. You know, so that's where I usually go for those vegetables. For the vegetables. Pretty good prices there. Gotta get to my. So now that we got the oil going here. Oh, it's not. That's funny. Oh, that makes sense. Hold on, let me do this. Let's see if it should work. It should work. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Hey, Leader Anthony 18, how you doing? So we're gonna get some nice garlic in here. So I'm gonna grate the garlic. I prefer it really small, so that's why I'm gonna grate it. For the garlicky flavor. Then we're gonna turn it back on, heat it up, let that cook a little bit. Add some wine. Yes, some red wine. Oh, how much red wine do we add? Probably about 1/4 to 1/2 cup. Basically enough to deglaze the pan, to get all that brown stuff into a sauce. I'll show you what happens after. Trust me, wine is kind of like magic. Red wine, white wine. If you have a pan that looks like this, and it's full of black and brown stuff all around it from meats, you want to clean it up really well. Heat it up, add some wine. If you have wine. Any alcohol will do, honestly. Just the common one is wine. So this spaghetti sauce uses wine. Yes, it does. Whether you just joined this team recently, the cookies are coming, but it's one thing, the spaghetti sauce sitting on the stove simmering. All right, so we're going to heat up the sauce again. So So we're going to brown the garlic. Get the garlic nice and brown. Then we're going to add the wine. Let's get out the wine. My wine gets hot up there. That's not that bad. So I just buy the cheapest. You can see it's the Kirkland brand. The cheapest wine is like $7 for 1.5 liters. $7, 1.5 liters. Most wine bottles are 750 liters. So you can see it's about $3.50. You know, grocery store wise, about $3.50. So it's a good price. So basically now, as I do my spaghetti, sometimes it's like, done with the tongs. And that's the one thing I hate about, well, I don't really hate. I mean that it's a necessary evil. You start with the tongs for the sausage to cook them. Then you're gonna have to switch to a spatula, because I'm gonna have to scrape off the bits. If I could bring that camera over, I would. I cannot, so I won't. We'll get it in there. You'll see what happens. You'll see the aftermath. All right, browning up the garlic. You can hear the sizzle. Sizzle, sizzle. From an old commercial, there's an old commercial for this product called Sizzling. Sizzling. Sizzling was a bacon substitute product. And so, yeah, the product was called Sizzling. But so their promo, their saying, their catchphrase, if you will. Let's see, what do you call those? So like I said, don't just sizzle fat, sizzle lean. Because, you know, bacon is full of fat. So if you're sizzling fat, you're sizzling, you know, you're just sizzling fat. They want you to sizzle meat, not fat. That was a big kick when, you know, fat was considered awful. And it's probably not the greatest for you. You know, I'm not going to, but the funny thing is my dad, I'm not going to suggest this for you. Dad lived to 78-ish. I think that was 78. No, 80s. I just forgot. Hold on. 30. 80. 17. 87. Yeah, sounds right. Dad lived at 87. Somewhere thereabouts. And he had every morning for breakfast 2 slices of bacon. 2 slices of bacon. My dad had a very regular routine. His mornings on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, his morning breakfast was Frosted Flakes and a bacon sandwich. So our garlic is nice and brown now. You gotta add in, it's smoking a bit. Add in the wine, it's gonna smoke for a bit. That'll show. We're gonna clean off the bottom. A little bit on the sides as well. But you remember how black that pot was? If you don't remember how black that pot was, I'll give you a chance, you know, go back. Go back and look how black that pot was. Because like magic, I will show you now. Has to be hot though. You have to have hot, it has to be hot in there. There you go, take a look at that. No more black. The only black specks are garlic. Oh, they're black because of the wine. Anyway, so there you go. Oh, what do we do next? So right here. So the next thing I'm going to put back the sausage. Because I found out sausage goes next back in there. Why am I putting the sausage back in? Because the sausage, it's better for the sausage to soak up the wine flavor. I once just did, on my other recipe with the bell peppers and onions, I put in the onions and bell peppers first, soak up all that wine flavor. Didn't taste very good. You need the what are those things called? Sausage to soak up all the wine flavor. All right, very good. Now we're going to mix the wine and the sausage. You know, actually, since I'm doing mushrooms, don't matter so much, does it? Doesn't matter. Since I got the mushrooms right here, got a beautiful stack of mushrooms we sliced up earlier. And we're just going to put them in, because I often cook mushrooms and wine. And it tastes good. But I can also do that with mushrooms and onions and bell peppers in the wine. Anyway. And we're letting it soak up. Good. All right, now mushrooms go in. Yeah, a lot of mushrooms. I'm going to let that cook for probably 6 minutes or so before we stop the frying process. So right now, we're really just kind of frying all of our food. You know, make it hot and fried. Okay, beautiful. That looks good. Looks wonderful. Okay, so now I'm just going to let that cook. And do not stick your utensils inside like that. That is a bad habit. It's going to heat up your utensil. When you grab it, you're going to burn your hand. Done that a number of times. Not a good habit to get into. So I'll just put it out. There we go. Yeah, so I'm not going to suggest you should eat bacon every day like my dad did. You had a bacon sandwich on days with cereal, Frosted Flakes. Frosted Flakes for Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The other days, he had 2 eggs over hard and broken, bacon, and toast with butter. And on every day, he had a glass of tomato juice. That was his breakfast, except so that was a Tuesday, Thursday were the eggs. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday was the egg breakfast. And then Sunday, well, it changed periodically. It started being waffles in the end. Mostly became waffles later days. It used to be he'd go to church and not have breakfast. We'd come home. My mom would make steak sandwiches. That was like the routine for a lot of my younger days. Steak sandwiches. Not good steak sandwiches, I mind you. They're more like, it was more like a steak, a really tough cut of steak. Wasn't very good. It was like the beef was like this thick, like that thick. It wasn't like top spoon. It was the cheapest steak, the cheapest beef, and then it became steak sandwich. I'm not sure. I mean, I have a different kind of similar style now with steak sandwiches, but not like that. All right, so okay, let's get the other stuff out. This is the stuff that is the stop cooking stuff, I call it. We're going to stop the cooking. Oh, we're getting low on that. So a little tomato pasty and sauce. Crap. Oh, okay, we'll do that. And sauce. You know, I haven't used the cans of tomato sauce very much anymore. I don't use these very much anymore. It's funny. I don't know why. But my recipes don't call for tomato sauce as much anymore. These ones, see? Tomato sauce. But we got some diced tomatoes and tomato sauce to put in there. Before we do that, though, we're going to pepper it up. So actually, this is the absolute first time ever I am making this spaghetti sauce. Usually what went in instead of mushrooms at this point, usually what goes in there is onions and bell peppers. Happy healthy daughter never liked my spaghetti sauce with onions and bell peppers. The rest of the family loved it. My son liked it, except he'd want to take out. He didn't eat the onion and bell peppers part, but he didn't mind the flavor. My daughter didn't even like the flavor of the sauce with the onions and bell peppers. So we're going for a vegetable she likes, which is mushroom and spinach. So I'm actually really excited for this. All I'm doing is change. The only thing to change in my recipe is instead of onions and bell peppers right there, I put in mushrooms. And in the end, I'm going to add in spinach in the end. Not now. You don't want it to wilt and all that good stuff, but spinach. Okay, let me see. Let's get in there. No salt. I never put salt in my spaghetti sauce. It's salty enough as I once added salt, and it was just, oh, it was really salty. You know, yeah, I'm gonna use my pepper grinder, but I'm low on peppercorns. It's really hard to get it grinding, so let me find some peppercorns. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I love the auto pepper grinder. And you get first-hand sight of how you fill it. Now, honestly, it doesn't really matter that much if you're cooking the pepper. Fresh ground versus non-fresh ground, you're not going to really taste much difference if the pepper gets cooked. But if you're doing it as a finish on eggs, or as like, you know, you're not cooking the pepper at all, add it to a salad or whatever you're going to add the fresh ground to, then you can really taste the difference. Yeah, if you're not going to taste it, if we did a taste test, and I have done it before, and if I'm cooking with pepper, it just doesn't matter if it's fresh ground or if it's store ground. There we go. That's pretty good. Now we're going to put this back on. And it's ready to pepper. So let's go ahead and pepper up. This is the only kind of pepper I have now. Since, you know, why buy two kinds of pepper? Just one kind of pepper is fine. There you go, a good amount of pepper. How much is that? Oh, I don't know, half a teaspoon-ish, something like that. You can put pepper to taste. Half a teaspoon is pretty good. At this stage, I call this, you know, this is when you're cooking the spices. You want to put spices in. So in my place, I put in pepper. If you want a sweeter sauce, you put in some sugar right now. Actually, you put it in later with the tomatoes. And we're, you know, some people put in oregano. We're not an oregano family, but we are a basil family. So let's bring over some basil. Here you go. Here's some basil. Fresh grown basil in our windowsill. You saw the sun coming in, so it does get sun. Some of it's flowering right now. Look at those flowers. Yeah, I never flowered on us before. Oh, that's new. We're just going to take some leaves. Don't need very many leaves. Let's see. Let me show you how to take care of basil yet again. How do I get so much basil? Kind of got to look and see where you want to cut, where you want to prune. Okay, so you can see what happens is when you cut right below, like I did here, one of the two flowers. When you do that, it's going to spread out off into two. This one didn't, so probably this one won't either, but this one, I'll just cut this one. Get a nice pair of scissors. Gonna cut it right. I've only got one leaf there. Yeah, it's probably gonna just kill whatever's up here. But, you know, let's go ahead and, if I don't cut it, we don't get to use it. Don't get to eat it. Or I can take off some of the lower ones. What's this one from? Oh, it's a new one, sprouting from the ground? Where's that sprouting from? No, from the stalk. Okay, okay. If I prune this down, maybe that one will rise up. So we're going to prune this. We're going to do a big cut. There we go, big cut. Because this looks like a new one right there. It's just sprouting up. So if I go ahead and cut off the bigger one, that little one can start to grow more and give us more basil leaves. So we're going to put in some fresh basil. You can put in dried basil. You can put in oregano. We don't like oregano, so I don't put in oregano. We're going to go with fresh basil. Take a fresh basil. Lots of it. That's good. Like that one. And just take these baby basils. Now I'm going to wash the basil. So if you're wondering where the cookies are, just hang out for a while. We'll get to the cookies. Almost got the sauce ready for simmer. Once the sauce gets to simmer, then it's time to make the cookies. That's the time I'm going to have for it. Okay. So let me bring this over and show you what I do. Turn it off for a minute so you can see what's happened. the heck? There we go. All right. So you can kind of see, you can see now we have those mushrooms nice and cooked. Sausage nice and ready to go. A little bit of the wine is in there, which is good. And now we're going to add in the basil. Pepper was added. We're going to add in some basil. And I don't like full leaves of basil. Who does? It was just washed, so all we're going to do is snip it in using some kitchen shears. These are great, by the way, to add. When I do, instead of slicing, oh, it takes so much work. They're so thin. Put on a cutting board and try and slice your herbs. So hard to do. So I just use scissors to cut them up. That's my opinion. It's the best way. Oh, lost that one. We're going to bring it back up, don't worry. And this one, you cannot escape. Maybe just not good enough. You're a little old. You're okay. Boom, boom. Just slice them up. Now, they actually have special scissors designed for this, but no need. No need. What it does, it has like 5 blades. You just easier to cut. But, you know, why? Just, you know, that's like a one-use tool. I don't like one-use tools if I can help it. One-use tools. I do actually have a garlic press, which is another one-use tool. But you might notice I never use it anymore. I prefer the grated version. Okay. There we go. Just let that. If you look, oh, should have showed you. You know how much mushrooms I put in this thing? Remember how many mushrooms there were in there? We'll show it to you. Look at how few mushrooms are left. Take a look. They're all shriveled up. You can barely even tell. There's much more sausage in here now than mushrooms. Oh, that is smelling good. Wine plus mushroom juice on the sausage. Now it's time to stop the... I'll bring it back over here. Stop the cooking process. Sorry. Put in the basil. I forgot what else I was doing. Put in the basil. And now it's time. You got tomato sauce. Let's do the canned tomatoes first. Here we go. Diced tomatoes. 1 can diced tomatoes. 14-ounce can. Diced tomatoes. The sauce is not going to be this red, by the way. The wine and the darkness of the sausage burning. It's going to take away the, not the flavor. It's going to add the flavor. It's going to take away the redness in the sauce. But you're about to see that when I mix it. 1, 2, 3. Boom. All right, there you go. All right, so there it is. Now we're gonna, as I mix together, now watch what happens when I mix it together. Last time using these, that bright red became more of a burgundy color because the wine and the mushrooms. Ah, that's perfect. There is a beautiful spaghetti sauce. We're gonna add some green later and spinach. But for now, it's flavored beautifully. And if you taste it now, you won't really get the flavor you should. So we're going to bring that up to a boil. Let it simmer. And so ready. Actually, let's see. Bring it to a boil. So now while that's getting up to a boil, it's time to use my extra special pasta pot. I've had this for ages. I don't use this all the time. Let me show you what the pasta pot is. It's got a lid. It comes like this, so it's got an automatic strainer. So you can see when we take it out, it'll strain out all the, so you got the pot and bomb for the water. We're gonna fill it up to about the second hole down. That's usually how much water you put in. It's quite a bit of water actually to boil your pasta in, but let's get it going. So my timing for spaghetti sauce is this. Once I put the spaghetti sauce on simmer and let it simmer, I put on the pot of water to boil the spaghetti. By the time the pot has boiled and the spaghetti has gone in and the spaghetti is done, the pasta sauce is ready. This is my timing technique. Don't have to use any fancy timers. I didn't use my kitchen timer today. No. You just do it this way. And so while this stuff is boiling, it's taking a while to get that water in there. So while this stuff is cooking, we can make some cookies. Let's do some, spread some happy holiday joy with some chocolate chip cookies. Wonderful bake. Using a recipe. I still have to use that one. That's okay. Using a recipe that my daughter found. Happy healthy daughter loves. All right, so there we go. All right, if you want the water to boil faster, because who doesn't want water to boil fast? Come on, there it goes. One great trick is to put a lid on it. You want your water to boil faster? Put the lid on it. Because that is going to trap the heat inside and it's going to beautifully capture the heat. All right. So we're going to wait for this to get to a boil. Then we're going to simmer it. And yeah, I don't need, well, I'll still use this a little bit. Stir it up on occasion. Yeah, I know in about 20 minutes or so is when I should probably taste test the sauce. Don't need to taste test the, by the way, so I'm going to switch from this burner to that burner for the simmer. This burner heats up faster. That burner is a lower burner. I need to still cook some zucchini noodles. In the older days, making spaghetti was a tall task. Because not only did I have to make the spaghetti, so I made spaghetti, but my daughter didn't like the spaghetti noodles. And she still doesn't really like spaghetti noodles that much. I'm still going to have spaghetti noodles tonight. But she would rather have like fancier noodles, like the curly ones or the shells. So I'd cook this spaghetti. I'd cook shells for her. I would not do spaghetti sauce for her. She didn't like spaghetti sauce. So it would be butter with either cheese or something like that, or just butter on her noodles. A little bit of the sauce. She liked the sausage, so she ate that, not the actual sauce. So there's lots of different times we would do that. One time I tried this and what was it? Alfredo, fettuccine Alfredo. It went pretty well. But fettuccine Alfredo takes a little bit of work. A little more than I want to do if I'm also cooking spaghetti sauce. So anyway, so then we'd have to do that. This spaghetti plus the other spaghetti plus zucchini noodles. For healthy reasons, zucchini noodles. And plus, I actually kind of prefer these zucchini noodles, to be honest with you, over the pasta. Because these provide a nice crunch base. All right, but anyway, while the pasta is heating up, let's move on to the cookies. Let's go to the cookie recipe. Let's go to the cookie recipe. Yes. That was yesterday's. Oh, yesterday, tried something new. Made, I don't know exactly what it's called. Hold on. Trying to find, nope, didn't work. Let's go to calendar. It was a Moroccan dish. Whoops. Let me get to it. Let's just go to recipes. If I go to Morocco, it'd be there. It was a Moroccan dish. This is the second one I've tried. There was a Moroccan dish we tried, shakshuka, which is a Moroccan dish. This one, Moroccan. By the way, I get no money from Cozy for doing this, but Cozy is a wonderful program that your whole family can have. One login, so all the recipes are shared amongst everybody. You can create lists of what to buy in grocery store. Automatically, you take the recipe, say, I want to make this recipe. I love this app. Anyway, so that's what we made, Moroccan egg drop harira, or however you pronounce that. It's an Arabic word. Translates into silk. It was yummy. We'll be making that again. We had leftovers this morning, so we're probably not going to make it again anytime too soon. But it was still wonderful. But anyway, so here's like the calendar, you can actually see, you can plan out my list of what I'm going to make for the week. I can take each recipe, like the chocolate chip recipe, I can take that recipe and I can click on a button to add it to the grocery list. I can click on a different button, click on the drop down menu, add it to one of the dinners, and it is just a wonderful app. I love the app. It also works well on the computer as well. We do both. So I got to get my recipe out so I can start doing it. Let me see. How are we need this? 350, medium bowl, whisk together the stuff. Use an electric mixer. Okay, that's good. And mixer go bye-bye. I'm not sure if this is actually from this website or if we can add the recipes too. We often do. As many chocolate chips as you could possibly want. There is no limit. Okay. Voila, delicious. All right, I'm not sure if that's my daughter's addition to the recipes or if that was still the original. So, we're just using a recipe that my daughter found online that we really love. It says Joanna Gaines' chocolate chip cookies. I'm not sure if we modified ours or not, but that's the recipe I'm using. All right, okay, it's 2.5 cups all-purpose flour. How many cookies is this supposed to make? Oh, I can hear it. It is boiling now. Our pasta sauce is boiling. By the way, if this gets too hot before I'm ready, I can just put it down to simmer. It's all right. It's all good. Let me mix it up a bit. See if it's hot yet. No need to taste it because the flavors have not yet melted together. Oh, it's still boiling. Yeah, so let's get out some flour. And you gotta use a bowl. Or use baking sheets. My favorite baking sheets of all, they came, I think that's the description too. All right, so let's see. I think 3 quarts should be big enough. 3 quarts, 5 quarts, I don't know. Should I go 3 quarts? Should I go 5 quarts? It says a medium bowl. This is like medium to me. I think this is fairly medium. I think 2.5 cups. I think this is the one we're gonna use. All right, let's try. If it's too little, I'll switch to the bigger bowl later. But we'll start with this bowl because why? Dishwasher-wise, this is the easier bowl to clean. That's why I'm gonna start with a smaller bowl. And then we're gonna take out 2.5 cups all-purpose flour. Oh, let's get this 350 degrees going. Bake at 350. Oh, I am so ready for some chocolate chip cookies. I am so ready. I am ready. So here's our baking sheets we're going to use. They look like this. They're beautiful. I love this. I actually have a link. I think there's a link to those in Amazon. I could be wrong. I could be lying. But I think in my there's a link to it. Because I love them so much. And I haven't actually done a review of them or anything. But let me show you why I love it. Oh, I got a second one here. Get this stuff out. And the only thing I gotta do is gotta find the little tray thing. But they come with this. This is wonderful for anytime you're baking meats. A little tray that fits exactly inside. Raises up your meats, or if you're doing potatoes or vegetables you want to keep raised up. And there's one other feature of them I'm about to bring out. The best part of them. And since we're not using the meats today, these become cooling racks for the chocolate chip cookies. Wonderful, beautiful, boom, 2 cooling racks right there for chocolate chip cookies. Why am I getting these out now? Because they said, partially, okay, let's see. I want you to get a little hotter for the sauce, a little hotter. Take a little water. Not boiling yet, not even close. I was searching the other day and only found one of them. I'll certainly show you one of them. So instead of parchment paper, boom, comes with this. These black non-stick, machine washable things. I might buy some more just these black things. These are wonderful, because that way I don't have to throw away parchment paper all the time. And they don't stick to those things. Cookies will not stick. See if I can find the other one. Is that it? Is that it? Nope. Aha! Found it. Now the one thing you can see though is that they got little holes in them. Little holes. I'm going to show you that right there. Little holes. Why? Oh, not surprisingly, when you put these on, it kind of does that. But see, you can use this to be your catch for the, also to catch all the grease from anything you're cooking. So I love these things. So we're going to put them up here. And those are going to be ready for. Why do that? Because that was the first step. Preheat 350, line a baking sheet with parchment paper. Okay, they're lined, not with parchment paper, they're lined. All right, so next, let's get the ingredients out. Now you'll notice, I'm not a mise en place, whatever that word is, kind of home cook, chef. I don't do it that way. No, I do not. I don't get all the ingredients out and then cook. I'm an ingredients as you go kind of guy, but that's what you can do as a home cook, you know? Taking them all at once doesn't necessarily help. That 1 heaping teaspoon of baking soda. Heaping, that's funny. 2.5 cups all-purpose flour, let's see. So we're gonna put in flour, salt, and baking soda. You know what, I can use a smaller bowl than that. So I see what we're doing here. Hold on, let me see. Light, fluffy. Eggs, vanilla, Because the flour goes in one container, and the butter and the eggs and the sugar goes in another container. All right, so we can put a medium bowl. I think 1.5 quarts is plenty for the flour. Flour, baking soda. Oh, I need cups. Baking soda, okay, that's good. So that one's good. Turn this one off. We're gonna move over. Nice and boiling now. We're gonna move it over to the simmer burner. And we actually have a real simmer burner. Doesn't really work very well though. And we're gonna simmer it. Usually I simmer uncovered. Just gonna sit there and simmer. Simmer, simmer, simmer. Simmer, simmer, simmer. Let's get out the cup. And I'm not your typical baker. We're gonna estimate some of these measurements. Let's see. It's got some, what I will say, I will get out the stuff that I know I'm gonna need. It's always kind of getting stuff out as I need them for the other dishes, for the spaghetti. But this one, okay, here's the sugar. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need some. It is white sugar, isn't it? No, it's brown sugar. Oh, damn it. All right, we're gonna have to get the brown sugar out. Different place. No cinnamon, but we need, what else do we need? We need the baking powder. Did it want salt? I probably wanted salt. Surprised me, all these sweet dishes want salt, but here we are. Sweet dishes, yeah, half a teaspoon of salt. We need some butter. Butter's in here. We need some, all right, so I'm gonna be off. You won't be able to hear me for a second. That's okay. This one. All right, gonna have to add milk next time. All right, I'm gonna have to get out my sugar. That was what I had to leave for there. Sugar. See, I bought a ton of sugar. Why? Because I was at Costco. This is the smallest bag of sugar they had at Costco. Anyway, I don't need that one yet. But we need baking soda. Half a cup of unsalted butter. I'll have to look at that up. 2 cups sugar, 2 eggs, vanilla extract, and the semi-sweet chips. Let's see. Eggs. And let's get out the chocolate chips. Huh. You know what? We might do the cheesy bread today. Oh. That was just a piece of chocolate. Okay. That's not good. Oh, we'll worry about that later. So here you go, chocolate chips. Look at that. So we're actually getting out the ingredients. Haven't measured them yet. It's okay. But we got them out. So what are these? These are actually little hard coffee candy. That's going to put back in the refrigerator. We're going to do cheese bread tonight. Cheese bread. Perfect for tonight's meal. All right. Instead of the Texas toast I was planning to, we're going to do cheese bread. All right, so let's start with the flour. We're going to take 2.5 cups all-purpose flour. Now, why am I reading the recipe? Well, honestly, because usually Happy Healthy Daughter is one who makes this. So you need 2.5 cups. So let's see if mine are as good as hers. It's okay. You'll notice I am using a measuring cup. I'm not going to do a measure half. That's half. There you go. 2.5 cups of flour. It's going to have that much sugar too. Woo. Okay, flour. Now let's put that in there for a second. Oh, I forget that. I forget. That's why we wash this thing. See, we're gonna be all white by the time this is done. Oh, by the way, the other thing I noticed outside the refrigerator, what are we missing? We need to get some more milk. So I can just quickly switch over to I can switch over to my lists, go to groceries, add in milk. Perfect. It's wonderful. So I already have it in my list now. Boom. Nope. Don't want that. And then we can go back to our recipe. Calendar. Today's chocolate chip cookies. All right, so there's that. And then for this, instead of heaping, where's my baking soda? I didn't take out the baking soda. My bad. That's what I knocked over. Baking soda. Oh, good. So I'm looking at the sauce right now. It is simmering. A light bit of little bubbles. Perfect. It's a little bit of bubbles. Exactly what you want. Let it simmer. Let's take a look at this quick. Oh, one thing that's funny, by the way, my wife's been dehydrating some oranges. That oven smells like oranges. Because the winds came to our house, and the winds knocked off the oranges off the tree. That's a heaping teaspoon of baking powder, I think. Boom. In it goes. And the last thing, the dry ingredients, says half a teaspoon of salt. You notice I'm just using the teaspoon measurement, and we estimate the half teaspoon. Now, some people say baking, you have to be exact. Pish posh. I don't think so. You don't have to be exact. Make something taste good. All right, move that over to here because we're going to have to do the wet ingredients over there. All right, mix that together. Of course, because you want to get it kind of an even an even mixture of flour, baking soda, and salt. Okay, next. So we're going to have butter and sugar. Still fluffy. Oh, by the way, these are funny directions. These are funny. Not very exact, but I like them. All the better. So using our very fast electric mixer. Oh, this is totally Happy Healthy Daughter writing this because our electric mixer doesn't have a low speed. Beat the butter and sugar on a high speed until light and fluffy, 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. Add the eggs and vanilla and beat until it looks tasty. Oh, I love that. It looks tasty. So we're going to keep cooking it, beating it until it looks tasty, according to her. So let me get the butter. It would have been better if I had softened it, of course, but whatever. Let me remind myself that 1/2 a cup is 8 tablespoons. So we want 8 tablespoons of butter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right there. Put a little divot in the package on the outside. So when I open it up, I have a nice divot on the inside. Now 1 chunk of butter, as I'm about to slice it up. Oh, I lied. We use a knife because this is a fine knife for slicing up butter. Boom. Yes, that much butter. So cut it up more than just, don't give me a whole thing of butter. Come on. Use a 1/2 cup. Don't just keep the stick in. Cut it up. Make it easier on yourself. And we're going to cut up a little more. Butter. Yeah, so now we're on the cookies. Woohoo! Oh. What I was going to do, I forgot to. I was going to let my, so I've cut up into 6 slices. So then each slice is about 1/6 of a half, a 1/12 of a cup of butter. But I was going to email all my compatriots, letting them know I was cooking their cookies online. They could watch me cook them. Too late. But I forgot until too late. All right, this is going to be a tough one. I'm not looking forward to this. But I need 2 cups packed light brown sugar. Well, I'm not looking forward to this because this sugar has been in the refrigerator. And what happens to it? It gets solid and hard. And hear that? Gonna be grinding away to get 2 cups of this stuff. Why do I have such a big bag of brown sugar, you ask? Maybe you're asking why I put in the refrigerator. Well, I put in the refrigerator because I have a big bag of brown sugar. Why do I have such a big bag? Because I need to get sugar, and I forgot to the grocery store. So in Costco, this is the smallest bag of sugar they had. Brown sugar. And it said tightly packed. Oh, that binger means that, see, we'll see. I'll show you what I got so far. See, tightly packing this isn't really going to do much. It's a little more loose than that, but that was about 1/2 a cup. I need more than that. So that's why we're grinding. Grind. Sorry to make you wait for the grind. It's close. You might want to get the whole cup of sugar in it at once. Let's see. All right. Come on, Bubby. Come on, baby. I'll do it the second way, which is pour some of it into this cup. I got to grind again. So this is just 1 cup. I need a second cup of this stuff. And I'll let you know a secret. Some of this is already ground up. So it was already good enough to do this with. Okay, here we go. Come on. Come on, puppy. Come on. There we go. All right, that's a nice cup of packed sugar. Now I got to do another one. I think I'm kind of close. Let's see. Sorry, I just saw this on the Seeming Sweet chocolate chips. It says, let me show this to you. Just gotta show it to you. Right here. Great for baking and snacking. Gonna snack on chocolate chips? Huh. All right, that sounds like we're in a good spot. I think we got enough for a cup, a second cup, so let's go. Yeah. All right, pour some mush to fill this cup. Gonna fill up my cup. Come on, packed sugar. There we go, there we go. There we go. Come on, there you go, brown sugar. All right, that's, no, not yet. Here we go, there we go. That's good, boom. All right, 2 cups of brown sugar. Woo, that's a lot. Yes, we'll go back on the refrigerator outside. All right, now, using our very fast electric mixer. You might wonder why it says very fast electric mixer. Let me show you. Now I like this shaped beater better, but I don't have the second one of it. Let me see if I can find the second one. Nope. There it is. Okay. Let me show you why it's written like that. Because this is the electric mixer we got. Am I happy with it? No. Let me show you why. Let me see. Is this boiling yet? Full boil, so what do? We're gonna turn it off because we're really not ready yet. Really not ready. I mean, honestly, if I wasn't making dessert right now, we'd go for it. We would put the pasta in, the sauce would be ready. We're gonna have an extra long time process. Okay, so let me show you why it's extra fast, because here's speed 1. To me, look at this. That's speed 1. Speed 2, a little faster. Speed 3. So that's why it's extra fast. That 1 speed is fast. All right, let's go. So I learned a trick. You aim it down. Two to 3 minutes, she says. I mean, basically I know what I'm looking for here. I'm looking for it mixed really well. Little nuggets of butter covered with sugar. Not the big nuggets. See a lot of big nuggets here. I want small nuggets. These dig it in. I probably should have softened the butter first, actually. But oh well. So light and fluffy, it says. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm just going to double check from the recipe. Did it say softened? Oh, yes, it did say softened butter. That's why it's taking so much work. That butter was supposed to be softened, so I was supposed to have it out. And soft instead of hard. It's okay, the mixture will soften it. My mistake. This takes longer. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Move it over here. Light and fluffy, maybe not, but I'm kind of, that should be good enough. A little more. Light and fluffy, that's not, I'm gonna have to, wow, that just put sugar everywhere. Sugar and butter, yeah, next time. Chocolate chip cookies, make sure your chocolate chip cookies. Make sure the butter is softened before mixing with the flour. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, sugar on the floor, so I'm going to actually sweep up that sugar. Oof. It's kind of annoying to be at your feet. All that sugar on the floor. Just a little bit. It's okay. I put in more than 2 cups, so we're fine. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right, set that out of the way. Ah, there we go. I don't feel the grittiness of the sugar anymore. It's good. So you got to take it. All right, so now what's next? So we got all the sugar. So much sugar everywhere. 2 large eggs. Add the eggs and vanilla. How much vanilla was that going to be? 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. Okay, good, good, good. So now people will tell you, crack the eggs on the flat, like this, on the flat surface. I've never found that to be very useful. I always crack it. So my counters are curved, so I always crack it on the curve. And it does a much better job, in my opinion. I could be wrong. But if I crack on the curve, to me that does a lot better job than cracking on the flat. I think if you had a sharp angled counter, you definitely want to crack on the flat. But my counter is not that way. And vanilla. So vanilla. 2 large eggs and 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. It says 1.5 cups of chocolate chips in the actual recipe, but I think Happy Healthy Daughter. 1 and ooh, that smells so good. 1.5. I think Happy Healthy Daughter edited the recipe and say as much chocolate chips, the more the better. That's my guess. Chocolate chips. See, you're still simmering. We're good. Yeah, we're good. I should come on. Uh-oh. Come on, there it goes. Okay. Just put it down. Keep it warm, keep it hot, keep it going. Trying to keep the water less than a boil, but more than what it was before. Now let's stir up the spaghetti sauce, as it should be stirred up again. Ooh, very nice looking. All right, now the time, actually, I should probably taste it. Nothing but the sauce part. See what the sauce tastes like. See if it needs anything. You know, it's the first time ever using this specific recipe. So let's try it. One thing, I'm gonna let it cool a bit. Because I do not like hot foods. So here we go. So we're just gonna grab a little spoonful and just let it sit here and cool down. And I'll tell you how it tastes in a minute, because it's too hot. Move it over here. All right, one thing, I don't need any more flour. So I like to get my area clean as we use stuff, like the flour. Flour's gone. Flour, go back home. Oh, why do I put flour in the refrigerator? Maybe you've never seen somebody do this before. Because I hate the flour moths. You know what I'm talking about. When the flour gets old, all those moths start flying away from the flour. I hate those. So in the refrigerator it goes. Don't eat this or this anymore. No salto. No baking powder. You go back. Go back to where you were. Vanilla. We're done with you. Go back to where you were. Pure vanilla. Oh, that's in the wrong shelf. Upper shelf. That's the baking shelf. All right, let's see. I still need this chocolate chippos, and I need this. All right, that should be enough. Very tasty sauce. How just the sauce itself and the mushrooms. Tomatoes. A little sour note from the mushrooms. What that means, what we could do. This thing's gonna go fast. One thing you could do is add some sugar. Alex, but that's looking more like a cookie dough. Oh, I want to scrape that stuff off the sides and into the doughy part. With a spatula. I want to add some sugar to that sauce, actually. Not this sugar, not the brown sugar. Okay. Scrape off the edges. Get more sugar into the batter. There we go. Scrape off of the edges. Scrape off of the edges. There we go. Beautiful. Till it looks yummy. I don't know about you, but that's looking pretty yummy to me. Okay, let me see. What's next? Mix, go bye-bye, and add the flour mixture. Mix with spatula at medium-ish speed. How can you mix at medium-ish speed? Anyway, mixer goes bye-bye, so we're going to do this. This is my favorite way. Trying all the goodness off of the mixer. All right, so we're done with the mixer. Mixer go bye-bye. So funny. So funny. Mixer go bye-bye. Come on. All right, if we're about zucchini noodles, how those go? Those are fast, actually. All right, so my push, where is it? Where's the push? Come on. Push, should push into release. What the heck? There it goes. Oh. It's a little more force than I expected. Push in to release the blades. Blades. All right, that's done. All right, mixer goes bye-bye. Now we add this stuff. And medium speed. Jeez, that's funny. Medium speed. What is medium speed? Mix it medium speed with a spatula. Funny, funny, funny. All right. Funny girl. Okay. All right, more flour. Mix, mix, mix. It's a lot of work. A lot. I got to put your arm into it, put your body into it, right? Mix it all together till it's thoroughly mixed together. Absolutely. Yeah, no, I'm not tasting the cookie dough. I mean, it's got raw egg, it's got raw flour. Both no-nos in the world of cooking. All right, I'm going to call it now. I am going to add in some sugar to that pasta sauce. I do want some sugar in there, buddy. I want some. You see, here I am with the sugar. Let's get some sugar in there. About a tablespoon. The one thing about sugar, it takes a lot to make something sweet. It takes a lot. All right, to mix that in, and we're going back to it. You didn't know lots of people put sugar in their spaghetti sauce? Yes, they do. Now, one thing I will say about that spaghetti sauce, though, I did put sugar in it, but those ones that you get in the jar, and they say, oh, especially Rouse. I have some Rouse spaghetti sauce. Marinara sauce, I'm pretty sure. You know, they say with those kind of things, you don't need sugar. Sorry. Or the Mazzanos, I've gotten those before too. Whereas, interesting feeling, we are Americans who do not like that level of Italian, how do I say it? No, I don't want to say snobbery. It's not snobbery. That level of Italian authenticity, let's put it that way. You know, they say you got to have the Marzano tomatoes from the can to make your pasta sauces. You got to, if you're going to buy a pasta sauce, buy Rouse. Don't buy Ragu. Don't buy Prego. Don't buy those. You got to buy Rouse pasta sauce. Sorry, we have tasted Rouse. We have tasted all pasta sauces. Not all. We have tasted the expensive Rouse. We have tasted Prego. We have tasted, I don't know if I did Ragu or not. But Prego, yes, we tasted it. Classico. And I tried a whole bunch of different Bartoli's. Over the years, I've tried lots of pasta sauces. Because, you know, when you're making something like ravioli, the sauce makes a difference. When you're eating something like frozen ravioli, the sauce makes a big difference. Oh, crap. So, we tried it. And to be honest, we prefer to have the Prego. Probably because it's sweeter. To be honest, that's probably why. Prego is a sweeter marinara sauce. Whenever we get Prego. Tastes a little sweet. So, you know, we add sugar to our thing. Let's see, another one, let me think. Oh, another thing. Oh, I loved it. If you ever look at my Chicago-style deep dish pizza, it's a really good video. Because if you have never had Chicago-style deep dish pizza, or if you have and you don't live in Chicago, or it's hard for you to get it, just watch my Chicago-style deep dish pizza video. It'll show you how to make one. Well, we love it. I mean, it might not be fully 100% authentic Chicago deep dish style pizza, but with that recipe, I don't miss it from Chicago. I mean, I love the Chicago one. It was the best of all Chicago foods we saw and ate. The Chicago-style deep dish of pizza was our favorite. It's also the first one we had. I mean, there's so many. They have so many iconic foods there. The Chicago dog, which I still like. Deep dish pizza. The Italian sandwich. The Italian beef sandwich was another one. I'm going to forget. Jibarito, I think is what it's called. That's the Puerto Rican sandwich made from plantains for bread instead of bread. Great stuff. I love it all. But the one thing that we really liked, Chicago-style deep dish pizza. All right. So it looks yummy. Okay. It's a little crumbly, a little yummy. I think that's perfect. All right, so let's go. And what is next? Add as many as you possibly want. There is no limit. And we do not flatten it when we put it on the tray. Okay. So the original recipe says a cup and a half. Let's see, a cup. Oh, those do smell good. I mean, I do see why, you know, they would say go and snack on them. But a cup and a half. Let's go 2 cups. Help your daughter loves her chocolate chips. She says, you know, and in her editing of the recipe says, you can't have enough, so let's go. 2 cups of chocolate chips. Oh, this hand mixing. Was it too much chocolate chips? Well, we'll just have to wait and find out, huh? Now, it doesn't actually say to mix after putting the chocolate chips, but come on, you got to mix it up. You can't leave it like that. Another thing you do is like drop them on the tray and put chocolate chips in individually into each cookie. Which you think is going to take longer? Dropping it into the bowl and mixing it up. The spatula is just not the thing. It's not doing it. Let's grab a spoon. Not as any old spoon, a wooden spoon. Now let's try a taste. Now that I added some sweetness, let's try tasting your pasta sauce. Huh? A lot of sauce. There we go. Let's get some mushrooms in it this time. Let that cool off a bit. Yeah, so I was gonna tell my coworkers, watch me make your chocolate chip cookies. But I remembered too late. Day was over. It was past closing time, so I didn't actually send the email I was gonna send. Because I'm actually one who doesn't read their emails on the weekend either. I mean, some do, I don't. Okay. All right, now that it's all interestingly crumbly, I like a cookie dough that I'm used to. We'll work with it. Timers and spoons. Or maybe I'll use my cookie dough scoop. Hold on. My cookie scoop. Let's try this. Oh, perfection. A little spicy. That sugar had just the right amount of sweetness to that. Oh, that is nice. It's a very good pasta sauce. Very good. Excelente. Par magnifique. All right, let's get these cookies going, shall we? Let's get these cookies going. All right, let's kind of clean off the table. Yes, I think so. This is going away. More stuff on the floor. I think I got enough chocolate chips in there. If I don't, I'll come back and grab some more. There should be enough in there. Okay. Some more stuff on the floor. Okay. It's annoying to walk around feeling this stuff on your feet, by the way. That's why we gotta clean it up. Okay. And you want to clean up the table. I tried to clean up the table first and then clean up. But we'll clean up the table now. Perfecto. I'm gonna need this probably. Put it over there. I'm going to even need a second one. All the excess stuff. We'll get a good clean later, but all the excess stuff. Off you go. There we go. All right. Feels good, feels good, feels good. Okay. Let's get the trays going. Yeah, let's get the trays going. Okay. Now let's see, I do have somewhere in here. You can use ice cream scooper, but I do have, let me see if I can find it. Problem is finding it. Spoons, no. I know, this looks like it. Here we go. Here it is. Here it is. Never seen these before. A melon baller / cookie scooper. Now I'm wondering if this will make a good size cookie or if we'll make them too small. Anyway, so you just go in. I should show that to you. You just go in with it, dig it in. Nice big ball of dough. Like that-ish. And boom, there it goes. All right, let's shape it a little. They will flatten out in the oven, trust me. That's the little, oh, takes it off. Beautiful. That's going to be really big in the oven, pretty sure. I think you just use your hands, make dough balls, put them on the tray. And I can make them smaller if I wanted to, but I think it's a pretty good size right there. We're going to have to see. Once I get a couple trays in, we'll finish with this spaghetti. Some cookie dough balls, huh? Get a nice scoop. I like that. I like this better than the 2-spoon method, honestly. Get a nice scoop there. Yeah. Now I'm gonna guess. And some of these might run into the others. That's okay. One more probably. Row. Like that. There we go. Okay. We are gonna have 2 test ones. 2 test trays. One, two, three, four. That's going to be 12 per tray. Oh, a dozen. Look at that. In honor of my 12th stream. A dozen cookies per tray. Ooh, this one's going to be packed with chocolate chips. Okay. There's 1 dozen. Get a second dozen going. We're balling. Pun intended. You know, one thing I really do not like, people say, there's no pun intended. Why? That's just a lie. You know, I mean, when I thought of we're balling, I 100% thought of the pun. 100%. So why say no pun intended when, honestly, you're most likely meant the pun? You hurt, especially when people write out in a comment section. Saw it today in the comments of a video I was watching. They wrote something and then said no pun intended. It's like, oh, come on. If you're going to spend time to write it in a comment, put it in words, and if you're going to type in no pun intended, you obviously noticed there was a pun involved. Otherwise, you would not have written no pun intended. Anyway, that's just a little pet peeve of mine, a little soapboxy. No pun intended is a lie. 100% lie. You're gonna say no. So usually, well, so what do? If I say something punny, I will always follow it up with pun intended. Well, if I'm just talking with friends, I wouldn't do that. But if like I'm writing it out, pun intended. Own up to it if you're going to say a pun. Own up to it if you're going to give out a pun. And if you're telling a joke, you're not going to say no pun intended, honestly. Like one of my favorites. You know, I was trying to start up a hide and seek, a professional hide and seek league. But it just didn't work out because apparently good players are hard to find. See, in that case, I'm not going to say no pun intended because it's a joke. Obviously, there's a wonderful pun involved there. Let me see. Now, I suppose, okay, yeah. About 12 minutes. Bake until they look tasty. All right. Bake until they look tasty. Bake until they look tasty. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's put them in the oven, and we'll see how they come out. While these are in the oven, we'll cook the pasta. Oh, it's perfect. You know, interestingly enough, these are going to have a slight orangey flavor to them when we're done, because I can just smell the orange in the oven already. All right, but I'm going to put it to 6 minutes. Why 6, you ask? Why not 12? Well, because ovens heat up unevenly. The left side of my... Oh, by the way, these trays are perfect because one half fits the other half. They're like next to each other, perfectly fit. Anyway, so set start to 6 minutes. 6 minutes, got to check on them. All right, time to put the pasta in. Pasta. What pasta are we doing? And I will show you the trick after I put in the pasta. We're doing spaghetti. As soon as I can find some. What the trick to the pasta? I'm going to tell you, there is a trick to it. Should have some open spaghetti. I have so much spaghetti in here. It's a crime. That's not spaghetti. I don't remember filling. Oh, there's one. Okay. Found one. Now that's probably too much spaghetti right there. That's quite a bit. Probably too much. But I'm going to show you a trick to keep it from sticking when it's done cooking. Do I need all that pasta? No. Not even the zucchini anyway. All right. So we're going to put in, and we don't need the lid anymore. Or, oh, I forgot to do something though. Dang it. I bought this salt for a reason. And it was not for pasta water. I need to make that water salty for the pasta. There we go. Should still be fine, even though I put the salt later. But I bought this ice cream salt. And you might wonder, what the heck is ice cream salt? You put salt in ice cream? No, that's not what that's for. Ice cream salt is not to put salt in ice cream. It is when you're making ice cream, olden days, when you're making ice cream, they had a, you put lots of ice around. in order to help stuff freeze, you would add salt to the ice. I'm not sure why that works. But you would do that, and the thing would churn forever and ever and ever. And my mom used to do that. But why did I buy it? Because there was a hint somebody once said, and by the way, this is a terrible hint. What the heck is it? My noodler. Oh, well, I'll use this one anyway. Okay, we'll just use this one. So a hint was when you get one of those, what are these things called? I'm not sure. Okay, good. When you get one of these brushes, and they're using horsehairs, or it's a hair one, they said, oh, to keep it good, you put into some rock salt, based on rock salt. So I tried that. Didn't like it. Terrible. The silicone ones are just the best thing since sliced dirt. So we're going to cook our spaghetti for about 12 minutes. Well, it's going to be nine-ish. All right, maybe a little more. And then I'll show you the trick to keeping the noodles from sticking together, because it's going to be done before we're ready to eat. Okay, move this out of the way. Wow. I guess that's how it works. Trying to figure out how that thing worked. Okay. It's the little thing in the middle. Good, it's back. It's good again. Oh. No, it's not. Dang. Huh. Okay. Now that I've seen that, let's try it like this. That's a project for another day. Huh. Disappointing. But anyway, oh well. Move the sauce around. You want to stir your sauce occasionally. It's on a simmer right now. All the way down to simmer. Oh, no, as low as it can go. So what was that on about? Oh, keeping the pasta. Yeah, we can do that. We also got to cook this. Since all the stuff is happening over here right now, let me bring over the second camera away from this part. Close as I can get it. Sorry, I wish it was closer. But this is as close as I can get it. I tried today. I'm going to get closer. So I can get to the kitchen part. There you go. Close as I can get it. I wish it was closer. We're going to cook. And if you need the recipe, you can find it on my website, happyhealthywife.net. The zucchini noodles. Let's see, a big enough skillet. Big enough skillet. And also, don't forget to stir your pasta once in a while. We like our pasta really soft, so I'm probably going to let it cook longer than the 9 minutes I said I was going to. All right, so 6 minutes are up. Let's take a look at our cookies before we're going to swap them. I think you're going to need longer than that. We're going to swap them. Looks like I need longer than 12. I'm going to put an 8 there. Longer than I expected. We'll see how they come out. My first time baking these cookies. Have I baked cookies before? Yes, I have. Not these, but I have baked cookies before. I need one of these. I need another one of these, actually. And I can go ahead and take this away. So we're going to put the cookies on the trays. We are. Be back in a second. Put the sugar away so I got more room. Do 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 do. Boom 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 boom. That would be funny. Come back with ice cream. But no. No dice. No way. Not a chance. Not a chance. Not a chance. Not today. Not today. Okay. Got that out of the way. Usually cookies will bake. Actually, they'll be good. We're going to cook, not the spinach. We're going to cook zucchini noodles. Now, these go fast. I mean, they cook fast. Don't want to spend too much time cooking them. Let's see, what are we? Yeah, I'll use this one. How much tablespoons is this? Probably too many. We're looking for like one tablespoon. That's all you really need. Let me see. How many tablespoons are left in this? There's a tablespoon measure. Oh. Weird. How come it's way over there? Oh, because it's supposed to be up here. Okay. Huh. Oh, that's weird. Hold on. Let me do this. There we go. Now I can figure out how many tablespoons are left. Look on this side. Side, right? Okay. About, well, I'll do half of this, about half of this. Half of the butter. Half of the butter. There we go. And to make it melt faster, cut up a little more. So we're going to do, I'm supposed to have garlic for them. Well, we're just going to put it on the pan. We're not going to cook it yet. So I need garlic. You know what? We're going to use the trick. And what is the trick? Garlic powder. We're not going to use garlic, we're going to use garlicky powder. Why? Because it really doesn't make much difference flavor-wise. All right, so put that on. So we're going to put that butter on to cook. Not terribly hot, not terribly cold. We'll put our pasta back. Now get the butter going. Gonna get out a couple things else for it. It's Parmesan cheese. And I have checked, my kids prefer the green can Parmesan cheese compared to the real Parmesan cheese. I've done the taste test, some salt, pepper's already out, and some garlicky powder. So I want some garlic flavoring. Heat it up. Now you don't cook zucchini noodles for very long. I might actually do it in 2 batches. Looking at it there. And it's back. But it doesn't take very long to cook them. Guys, you don't want to cook your zucchini too much because it'll get, what's the word? Soggy. You want that crunch, that crisp. I already do it in 2 batches. So in goes the garlic powder. In goes the salt. And in goes the pepper. Mix it up. If you want to add some spice, you can. Today I'm not in the mood for spice. Sometimes I add the red pepper flakes. You need standard Italian red pepper flakes. Sometimes I add some cayenne pepper. I'm not in the mood for spicy zucchini noodles today. So that's it. You toss in the butter. You flip it around a bit. Toss in the spices. When the liquid starts coming out, when you start seeing the liquid, so right now there's no liquid. Right now it's just butter on the pan. See, no real liquid. Once the zucchini liquid starts coming out, they're done. No more. This is how you do zucchini noodles. Easy, fast, tasty. I love some zucchini noodles. You cook them too long, they'll turn to mush. And who wants mushy noodles? Nobody wants mushy noodles. I say, as I just said, that I like my pasta noodles a little soft. Ah, there we go. There they are. Beautifully done. Onto a plate they go. We'll do the other half now. So if you want, I had a happy, healthy wife. I do have the full recipe for zucchini noodles. It is there. So if you're not sure the amount of, oh, you know what I forgot to do? The Parmesan cheese. Hold on. It's okay. We'll take a look at the cookies. Oh, they are nice and round. I'm gonna move them one more time. Well, I'll let you see them first. They're getting there. They're getting there. Said don't smash them down. All right, let me see. How did I take it? I'm not sure. There we go. Go another 4 minutes for those. Some butter. Yes, I didn't put the Parmigiano cheese over, but that's okay. All right, last is the butter. Might be too much, but that's okay. It's okay. Here's the sauce is done, except for the spinach. That's probably a little more butter than I need. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you the trick. Well, it'll be a trick. You'll see it happen with the pasta. So here's my pasta bowl. I have some oil. Oh crap, that was the wrong place to put that. There we go. Some oil for the pasta. That's my secret. Pull that back. Okay. Today it has to be better. Usually it's olive oil. You'll see that work. All right. Ooh, that is butter. And so we put in zucchini noodles. That we made. We cut up. Add the garlic powder. Done with you. Add the salt. Good enough. Add some pepper. Wonderful pepper grinder. Now I would say go get those on Amazon, but every pepper grinder company, if you click on the pepper grinder link, it'll take you to the pepper grinders that I'm using, but it'll probably say they're no longer in stock. But I've done 3 different pepper grinders for this channel, and all 3 of them, as far as I know at this moment, all say we're out of stock. And you can still click on the pepper grinder link and just choose any pepper grinder, and I'll still get commission. It's funny how that works. But yeah, all the ones that have said, oh, please showcase our beautiful pepper grinders. Showcase them on your channel. Get your millions of, well, I don't have millions. Get your hundreds of followers. Okay, I have, well, thousands, 1,600 technically. But you know how it is. And I see channels with 1 million subscribers. But when you look at their videos, only about 20,000 watch a video. So do they really have 1 million subscribers? Do they really have 1 million followers? If only 0.2%, 0.2% watch your video. Now, of course, I'm not talking about Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast his videos get lots of views. I don't know if they get all the views, though, that his subscribers are. All right, so what I was supposed to do last time, once you get to this stage, cooked it, add the Parmigiano. I'm doubling up so we can mix it together. The last set, there we go. Beautiful. Zucchini noodles. Now, you notice that bowl was full of noodles, but just like, what am I thinking about? Now you can see, okay, you can see some of the juice right there. There's that juice. All right, I hear you. We're gonna check on you in a second. So when you start seeing that juice, that means they're done. Go ahead and turn them off. And we got some beautiful zucchini noodles. They are crispy. They are crunchy. Oh, I should check on the pasta, right? It's probably done. And they are wonderful. Okay, there we go. So here we go, zucchini noodles. Let's see if I can, what I'm trying to do. Remember, everything I do here, when I do it on the channel, every picture you see is the real food. There is no trickery in my pictures. It is always what I have cooked. It may not be the exact one. Like, I've taken better pictures of the same dish I made later. So it may be a dish that I cooked 2 days later, or a week or 2 weeks or a year later. Had a better camera, made it look better. But that's not true for the lives. The lives are always going to be pictures as cooked. So we spent a little bit of time making them look nice, like this one. There we go. Zucchini noodles, and I have cooked these live before. This is nothing new. I'm gonna put those over there. I want to check on the cookies. Actually, before we check on the cookies, we are gonna check on the cookies. I was gonna check on the pasta, I was gonna say, but no. Let's check on the cookies. Okay. Take a look. How now? Huh. So they didn't flatten out like I thought they would. They just stayed like this. All right, so now I got to test them. How do you test them? Toothpicks. If the toothpick comes out clean, the cookies are done. The toothpick comes out with stuff on them, cookies are not done. Go through a deep part of the cookie. Except chocolate. You know, chocolate's going to melt. If it comes out gooey, all right, let's see. Poke, poke. There you go. It's coming out. Where is it? Is it there? Here. It's coming out clean. The toothpick is clean. The cookies are done. Not sure I like that shape though. Anyway, okay, so these cookies are done. First batch is done. And we're going to put them on the tray, of course. They look tasty. They're too hot to eat right now. I think they probably say usually you keep them on the tray for a bit before you put them on the trays, before you put them on the things. So let's do this pasta. Pasta. Oh, that looks done. All right, now I'm going to show you the great thing about this pasta. And I'm just going to double check that this pasta. It's probably done. To our liking. Yeah, it is salty. Good, it worked. Overdone. But, you know, that's what happens when you're cooking. It is really soft pasta. All right, so what we do is we take it out. Let's turn off the heat. We're going to cook the spinach in the bath in a second, but for now, you can see how this strainer works. You'll just take it out and the pasta's strained. It's a pasta pot. It's a wonderful pasta pot. Sometimes I use it. The only problem is it's sometimes a little hard to get the pasta out of the pasta pot. All right. I bring it over here. On the cookie tray for a second. So you can see how we're going to do this. Got the butter. Brings the camera back. And we are going to dump the pasta into the batter. And that hot water is hot enough to cook all that spinach. Just to let you. Okay, so here we go. Pasta into the bowl of oil. And now we're going to, okay. Some noodles didn't quite make it. There we go. Dare I? Every last noodle. Not one left behind. There we go. Boom. Every last noodle. Now I cook the spinach in the same method. Same pasta pot. Oh wow, a lot of that water's gone. Spinach. You know what? I didn't turn the heat on, so we can actually bring that over here too. Oh, what do I do here? Now you're just going to mix it up. Oh, that's more pasta than I thought it was going to be. So now what you do is you mix it up. So that the butter, whatever oil you're going to use, gets in all the pasta. Because that way it won't stick. It's a little trick. Trying to see now. Is it enough oil? No, I think I need a little more. So if you're going to use oil, it's olive oil, or you can use vegetable oil. Olive oil gives a little flavor. Vegetable oil does not. And so when you're dishing out the pasta at the table, if they've been oiled, they're not going to stick as much. Also, if this wasn't cooked as long. Juggling too much at once, I tell you. I was juggling too much at once today. But that's pretty good. Pasta's a little chewy. That's okay. Okay, I gotta set up my plate. Supremo. plate of everything we made today. So we got some pasta. Beautiful. Set that aside. Set it on the table of eating. Let's see, we got some pasta. We gotta get some zucchini noodles. Wouldn't be good without zucchini noodles. Did I forget the bread? I did forget the bread. We'll get to the bread in a second. It's gonna take a while though, the bread. It's just costume bread. You don't really need to see me do that. All right, some of the noodles. Zucchini noodles. I prefer zucchini noodles myself. Ooh. Looks good. And now these can go on the table of dining. I'm gonna get the pasta sauce, and it's not ready yet. Because remember, we're gonna do the spinach. And this water is still hot. So this water is gonna cook the spinach. Believe it. Even though I'm not adding we're going to take the spinach, put it in the hot pasta water. What I want to put in this one, we can strain it. But this is going to go into the spinach sauce. Spaghetti sauce, spinach sauce. It's going to become spinach sauce. Let's see, what was I looking for? The pasta grabber. Let's take the pasta grabber. And put it in. And cook in the spinach in the hot pasta water. Oh yeah, no, it's absolutely cooking it. It's hot. Oh, it's already done. Ish. I'll get another 20-ish seconds. No, it's done. It is done. It is done. It's beautiful. Just like if you're making a soup. That's how you do a soup with spinach, by the way. I need a little room for a cookie. Of course, we're going to have to taste everything, but that's after pictures. Cookies. Okay. I don't have the pasta over here yet. All right, let me move these trays for a second. Let's bring over the pasta sauce. The pasta sauce. It's simmered beautifully. Now you can see our wonderful pasta sauce. It's a good flavored sauce. I'm going to add the last part of it. So we're going to switch these things around, switch them around. You gotta, this thing's too hot, so we're gonna do this. Don't want to scorch. There we go, right there, beautiful. And we're gonna bring this one back. Drain the water, because you don't need the water for this dish. And now in the spinach goes. With minimum amounts of water, lots of spinach. Look at all that huge bag of spinach. That's all the spinach we got. Yep. That's how it works. Spinach shrivels up. Mushrooms shrivel up. When you cook them, most vegetables get smaller. So all that spinach we had is now this amount of spinach. The whole bag. Oh, that looks like a beautiful pasta sauce. With spinach or a good lasagna sauce. Or many other uses for it. Now this spinach water we don't need. It's salty like the ocean. Well, not that salty. I didn't make it that salty this time. I will tell you, some days are over salt. Well, that's funny. Over salted. That wasn't today. That wasn't today. All right, that's beautiful. Okay. Now we're going to take, oh, I don't need this one anymore. We're going to take, what am I waiting for? Ah, the ladle, yes. And scoop out some of this wonderful pasta sauce. Onto the plates of beauty. Okay. Get a beautiful scoop, one that has mushrooms and sausage and spinach, and just ladle it right over. There we go. You can see the mushrooms right there. And sausage, the highlight of the sauce, and the mushrooms, the sausage, and spinach. There it is. That is a beauty. That is beauty. I'm going to finish it with dessert. And of course, after the pictures, you know what's going to happen. Taste test. So I can tell you. Okay, so now these have cooled off enough, I'm sure. I want to choose some beautiful, oh, this one looks beautiful. That cookie looks beautiful. Nice and round. And let's go with this one. This cookie looks beautiful. See how it comes right off? Came right off. Look at that. I can do them all now. It comes right off of that black stuff. These trays are cool enough to grab. Watch. See? Comes right off. Beautiful. And the bottom is nice and baked too. This black thing, whatever it's made of, I don't know what it's made of, but it is a savory. You don't need parchment paper. Beautiful chocolate chip cookies. I'm gonna make a couple different pictures. One of the cookies in the tray. Now, yeah, we'll risk it. Those of you that know me know that I do not handle caffeine very well. It gives me headaches. But in this case, we'll have to make an exception. Okay, those are there. All right, picture time. What am I doing with the rest of the cookie dough? Making cookies once we're done. And you don't need to watch that. You don't need to see that part. Because we are done with the episode. Pretty much done here. I got to take a picture of the beautiful plate of spaghetti and cookies. Oh, you know, it's that time. It is that time. Move the trays over here. And then we'll eat. I'll try a little. So I want to have everything, but I'll be honest. The thumbnail is going to be the cookies. Okay. So I've taken out the camera. As you can see here, here is the camera. Got to put it on. I use a flash. It goes on top. Bounces off the ceiling. And that's what takes and makes. Oh, I hear somebody coming downstairs. That's what makes the pictures beautiful. One more little zoom out. A little zoom out. Boom. And like usual, oh, that's too bad. Hold on. We need to fix that. Gotta make it beautiful. You cannot mar the picture with some out of place sauce. Too bad. All right, now that I've taken a closer look, let's do that again. That last picture was good, so here we go. Oh, too far down. Oh, let's try one more time. Hey. Because the better you do job on this, whoops, didn't want that. There we go. All right, so here it is. There you go. There's the thumbnail. No, it's not a thumbnail. There's the pasta. And here is the thumbnail. Let's turn it around. There it is. Here is the thumbnail. Ooh, that just makes you want to eat. There you go. The thumbnail. And now, I'm so confident in the baking abilities of myself. This is just going to be a wonderful taste test. But before we get to that taste test, I'm going to toss the bread in the oven so it can be going. Yes, of course I did. But you weren't watching, so you don't know my mistake. No. I know this says it's going to be supposed to be like 400 and something. Let's see. It says 410 for 1416. We're not going to do 410. We're just going to do 350. Huh? Nope. All the ingredients are in the right proportions. You're never going to guess. Nope. 350. You're never going to guess. You said there are no way to put too many chocolate chips in it. I mean, I saw the instructions. Those are your edits. I can tell those are your edits. Those were not the original instructions for the cookies. I could tell. Talking about our blender and the instructions. Talking about not enough. You can do too much. You can't do too much chocolate chips. I know what you did. All right. So you want to try some?
Of the pasta?
Whatever you want to try. You want to try the cookie? You want to try the pasta?
The cookies are in the pasta sauce.
Oh, I'm going to try one of those cookies. You want to try some of the pasta sauce?
Maybe.
See if I finally did something good? It's got spinach. It's got... Did I make this sauce good for you finally? I can tell you what you're going to add, what you want to add to it, though.
Cheese.
You read my mind, or I read your mind. But how is the pasta? It's good. Daddy made a homemade pasta sauce that Camelia actually likes. Yeah? It's good news. Finally got a pasta sauce that Kitty likes. All right, now let me take away that camera. There we go. We don't need that one right now. That's done. Let's try that with the sausage. This is good stuff.
It still has the spice from the sausage and the flavor. But there's no more pepper flavor. There's no more pepper flavor.
She doesn't like the bell pepper flavor, we found out. That was what ruined the sauce for her. The bell pepper. But yeah, I like that spicy sausage. Adds a little bit of spice to the sauce. Sugar made it a little sweeter, the mushrooms. Got a mushroom in there.
I like mushrooms.
She loves mushrooms. Mushrooms are a little small. Maybe I'll double the amount of mushrooms we make next time. She would want that. You see, I put a lot of mushrooms, right? More than 8 ounces, and yet they just shrink. They're just too small. And you're okay with zucchini noodles? Because you have the zucchini noodle side.
Yeah.
Oh, you are? I thought you liked pasta better. All right, but now for the cookie. She's going for one of those. I'm going for the sauce-dipped cookie. Well, that was for the picture. Let's try the cookie, huh?
Very crunchy.
Good or bad to be very crunchy?
It's a good cookie.
It's good.
It has good cookie flavor.
A lot of chocolate in the cookie. You can take a look. I know I turned that one off. Full of chocolate chips. I did the 2 cups instead of the 1.5 that the recipe called for.
The chocolate chips?
Yep. Because she said there was not enough.
That was your mistake?
She could not. Nope, not my mistake. That was purposeful. That was done on purpose. Let's see. The inside is cooked well. Flavor is good. Flavor is good. The dough is a really good flavor. Are these about the size you make them? I was using the scooper.
Is that your mistake?
I didn't flatten out. You said don't flatten them out. So like the balls like that big. Well, not that big, but.
I just roll on a ball with my hands. But yeah, and I found out themselves.
Oh, these didn't really flatten out. She still doesn't know my mistake. The flavor good though? Good. Very sweet.
You can taste the salt.
You can taste the salt. Okay. It is a very good chocolate chip cookie, yes? Did I do as good as you?
I don't remember mine.
So she likes it, so if...
All I know is mine had a chewy texture.
Oh.
And it was still after.
I cook these longer. Partly
Was your
because...
mistake?
No. She does another mistake. I do think I noticed a little bit of difference, though. Okay, here's what I did wrong. The butter was straight from the refrigerator.
You didn't melt the butter.
I did not soften the butter before I put it in to the sugar.
That's okay.
It's okay. Cookies taste good, yes? You want these cookies. Ah, so coworkers, if you're watching, or if not, this is for you tomorrow. I have more to go. We'll have some nice cookies tomorrow. Hope you enjoy them. So this has been today's experience with my dozenth live, and we're doing a baker's dozen. Next live, we did a dozen, right? 12th is a dozen. Next live will be a baker's dozen tribute. And you don't want to miss what we're making for the baker's dozen. Something that is very good, people love. And our version is a lot lighter than what you will get in a restaurant. And we love it a lot better that way. We love it a lot better that way. A happy, healthy wife doesn't love it that way as much, but we absolutely love it. A little bit lighter, but still very good flavor. And you'll enjoy seeing us make it. But you won't be able to watch us eat it till later, because it takes a long time after cooking before we can eat it. So we'll see you next time on our Baker's Dozen special. We're making a very wonderful dish that is better than what you see in restaurants. So long. See you next time. See you in the next video.